So, the only reason I bought this manga was because of the male main character. I like how he looks and I like that he smokes. Because it gives off a vibe of a character I have a crush on. This isn't the character, but I just bought this random doujinshi because of the male character. Also has the same vibe. But sadly, I don't like this main character's personality. He's a bit of a pushover, and I was showing off the beautiful spines if you're gonna display them like that. I'm gonna display this manga with the covers showing, like they're an art piece. And I'm showing off the back that I love how the back looks like they took off their clothes to hook up, but sadly this manga is very innocent. It's not like that at all. They're just friends, and that's kind of what I have a problem with. I wish it was more mature in the way of, like, at least flirting with each other. They don't have to be sleeping with each other, but I'm not a fan of them blushing for every little thing, or them they have suggestive of, like, ooh, she's flirting, and then as soon, like, the next panel is just him blushing real hard and her just saying, oh, I'm just kidding. What, like, why even do that? Like, just don't have it in at all. It's just, like, showing me, oh, what it could be, but it's not. It's very boring. So I will be collecting this manga just for the covers, unfortunately. So, like, when the character keeps his mouth shut and I don't actually look at what he's saying, I like him. But reading it, it's like, ugh, he's a pushover. It's not for me. So here's the first thing is, I would have liked it if he had a cocky attitude, but really he says something that's cocky, and that's why she's blowing smoke in his face. And he's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. And he's very submissive, and it's such a turn off. It's just not the character I was imagining. When you look at the cover, he just looks like I like that he has emotion. I don't want him to be dead inside like a robot, but this is just too much. It's just too much of a nice guy that never gets angry. Like, come on. Anyone would be a little annoyed. Like, even her. Like, I wish he had her attitude. And that was me showing off a moment that could have led to something, but it wasn't. It was just a cool shot, but that's all it was. And then here's her saying, here, sniff the perfume that's on her or whatever, and he's like, I'm not gonna smell you, and he's so like, he's so embarrassed by it, and it's like, dude, you're in your 40s, grow up. Like, it's not a big deal. And then here's another one where it's like, it could have led to a kiss, because he was leaning over trying to grab something, and she kept taking it out of his reach. And then it's her being overly like apologetic about it, because him having to reach over was too hard on his arms, because, oh, he's old, he's in his 40s, so old people, like, take longer to recover their muscles. It's just over dramatic. And here's him, like, having to put on glasses to see better, and him not knowing how to work a phone. Like, really, people in their 40s know how to do that shit. It's really, like, that's all it is. It's just little moments of them having to say it over and over again. He's old, and older than her, and that's the dynamic. And it's like, there's so many different ways that the story can go that doesn't have to keep using these cheap little scenarios to show it, you know? But yeah, I'm showing off, like, the cool color palette, like the color pages, I mean. So they look cool when I'm not reading what they're saying, but his personality I have a problem with. I like her, so we'll see if it gets better, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm sadly starting to outgrow a lot of anime and manga, but I'm trying to still stay in it to find little moments and things that make me stick with a story. Anyways, I just bought it because he looks like to a T like the character I have a crush on that smokes. The character isn't from an anime or manga, so that's why I'm like being vague. don't think anyone would care which character it is. Thanks for watching.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You oppose the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.